And here we go, aka Patterson. You know what? Let me just excuse me. I was going to be mute for a little bit because actually I'm expecting a phone call. But cheers! It's President's Day, aka Patters. I like the presidents. I have a few favorite. I don't know if you do. Been watching this Teddy Roosevelt documentary. The Ken Burns one is holy crap. I can't watch that one enough. It's like one of my favorite documentaries. And today, excuse me, an observation and observance of President's Day. Well, Lex Luthor, right? Was it 2000, 2001? This guy, the villain of the villains, the villain that the Superman live action cannot get away from because I guess right, why do we keep picking Lex Luthor? Where this time around with James Gunn, it's like we all just wanted, honestly, we hold up here. I'm trying to dim this a little bit here. It's a little bit more dimmable if I can get into another color. But AKA Patters, you kind of want to say Lex Luthor is the actor's paradise. I think when actor, if you're looking at a movie as a production, it's like, well, yeah, we need to not only hire someone that can have a little bit of name recognition, because that's always helpful, right? It's like we need to hire someone that can act, right, and create a character on screen, so much so he can't be Brainiac, he can't be Mr. Mixoplex, he's got to be Lex Luthor. And I think that's a little bit of the Gene Hackman excuse me guys, whoo, a little bit of that Gene Hackman stuff, where Gene Hackman, the biggest name in Hollywood at the time, right? I think Gene Hackman at the time of the original Superman, the Donner one, dare I say, Gene Hackman to me was bigger than Marlon Brando. Yeah, I get it. Brando got the money, limited screen time, even back then, Legend of Hollywood Legends. But Gene Hackman was the actor. He was probably right, the biggest actor in that freaking movie. So now, Lex Luthor, just as a role, is a little bit of an actor's character, and I guess that's okay, right? I guess. But we with this new one, dude, I guess we're getting into right, let's just do a James Gunn rant, but give me 1 second here, guys. We're focusing here just a little bit. And yes, we're going to make the head sparkle here a little bit, guys. We're going to do the classic reflection. But yeah, guys, Lex Luthor has become, Kevin Spacey, Kyle Holt. Is it Holt or Holt? But these are the names now connected to the character. And I think the next generation, Michael Rosenbaum, right, from Smallville. I think the next generation coming up is going to just say, we need we need a new Lex Luthor, and we hope one of the best of the best guys portray him. Sorry, it's still a little bit of a business day, guys. Looking at emails, I'm bringing up a little bit of reference for Luthor's armor, which is this right here. So excuse me, but we're going to have some detail here as well. But yeah, Lex Luthor, President of the United States. And this was maybe, right, like the beginning or the end of this era. I've always said that the 2000s Superman is really a lot of it too. Like we can maybe argue just on the sense of a like comic book, right? Just comic book reading and just reading, like because we're all here to read comics. That Superman and Spider Man did not survive the 2000s. Now, this is a little bit of a Darth Vader neck piece here, right? Because Vader kind of has these like spiky, and I don't think I'm even hitting this too well. I also was expecting to be back later for Money Night Draw and Claw. I'm using drawing right now too as just it's a ventilation with everything that's been like going on. You guys know we've had a passing in the family, and everyone's just tough and dealing with it in their own way. Yeah, because we want this to be a little bit of a shelf. Ugh. We're out of coffee. What the hell? And I'm still trying to figure out a little bit of the dimensions of this armor. Since I just added this one piece here. So a lot of it too is like you can spend time like framing and structuring out something. Modeling. I say that term a lot. And then it's once you kind of model it, you have to still determine the shape, angle, position. You kind of just have to mentally transport yourself. Like you gotta almost like live in a different realm for a little bit so you can draw something accurately. Isn't that the goofy thing? Yeah, like that's the one part of drawing that so many people miss. Yeah, and that's where it's like concentration. It's hard to like like once you start drawing, it's like it's such a funny thing because you get into such a deep focus that if someone kind of like distracts you or pops in, pops their head into the door to say hello, like, hey, I'm home. That can kind of that can derail you for your entire session. And that is, I mean, for someone that's a non-illustrator, that's it's a. I don't think it's hard to illustrate to be vocal on because anybody that's been through college or school or like anything to where they have to study should be able to relate. Then we're gonna just like pop a little bit of that shadow here. See, and then there's just like parts of this because it needs to be so freaking top heavy, which is why it's a like maybe like can we argue that this design is a little bit comical? Him in the armor. I don't know, maybe. There should always be the struggle to either like be accurate or be uh, like creative, and that's a tough. Yeah, that's still always a tough shell to crack. I try and find the balance because I feel like you kind of need both of it, right? But like it's not up to you sometimes. It's up to the publisher. Observer eyes. Let's see. What we got up here? I can't see that. Sorry, a little bit too far away. But welcome to it. We're randomly drawing comic book presidents on President's Day. And we are still trying to figure out. I wanted to crop this to a point where his shoulder was a little bit more hidden, but I changed the position of his shoulder blade, his soldier shoulder pad so much. Ugh. And then like he's got like some like new gods element to this. If we go by the design of he's in the cartoon, but I don't know. I think we might drop some of that because he does have this skirt tunic. What's the I forget what the name of this piece is. Anyone out there that remembers, feel free. Correct me in the comments. Maybe cut this down a little here. Again, it's always like a back and forth. See, and here too, like I don't like that he's got the fist. Like, should he have a fist? I don't know, because I think it does. Like, let's just say this is presidential. I don't think he should have a fist. You know? Yeah, let's see here. This kind of. Do we? Let's get back to this. Do we want the fist? Do we want the fist? Do we care about the fist? Ugh. Oh boy, yeah. And then it's like, do we just give them Colossus fingers? Right. Is this what we want to do? It's always like you can knuckle it, which is, oh, jeez. I want to say like Jim Lee did this. Maybe you guys maybe will see when I kill the lights. Yeah, some of this too is what are we going to do about the ink? Right? And this is where we get into like the meditative state here. So this is good. This is where You just see the objects, you see the forms. And it's like bang, like you can just see it. And the only way you get there, it's like you gotta just, get your hand and your like mind just kind of like in sync as much as possible. And it is funny, just instinctually, how you just want to go as wild as possible with the armor. Here we'll have like the Washington Monument Lake. Let's see here. See, like this kind of. See, I think this piece here, right? Like it does definitely cut in here. Here we go. Okay. Maybe that's a little bit of it. Some of that worked. Huh. All right, let's put the lights on. Here we go. Why does none of this looks good on screen? Holy moly. What are we doing? I don't know. Like, you know, I don't know if it's the tilt of the head works, mother effer. Sometimes it's just the curve of the line. I mean, we have enough here, right? To kind of start if we wanted to do the inks. Capitol building in the background. Always nice. I can hit some of the details of it from memory. The Lex Luthor campaign poster. Why does this just not look right? Why is the mobile so freaking weird looking? Huh. Ugh. Yeah, like, see, how do yeah, I thought I could like one click get rid of people. Ah, guess okay. These people on Kick are crazy, but every once in a while we'll get someone in from Kick, so we keep it. I guess I don't know. So some of these details, like everything around here, I might as well just wait to figure out. But I think we can kind of get rid of. See, I don't know. See this right here. Sorry, that keeps catching my eye. We can maybe put the gauntlet over. Like what goes over? Like, is it the fabric, right? Like what's the? Oh boy, let's see here. Come on. Ah! Let me look up his fingers. Like I don't know. What is his? Let's see here. So I'm trying to see how Perez. Oh, hold up here. See, like I'm trying to see some of this. Oh yeah, so like I forgot too that he's got these like buckles. Yeah, and see, like, and this is all of his. Like some of this needs, because like some of this doesn't match up. Like, mm. So the question is, do I want to? Well, you know what? I think we will do the microns because let's see here. We can exhaust some of these. Just looking for a scratch pad. Here we go. Always have a scratch pad handy. Yeah, let's just start here. That's our boy right here. And with him holding the American flag, like I wanted reflected on like most of the left side here, like maybe like here of the armor, maybe a little bit on the chest, but mostly like this area, and then the rest to be like a yellow like pop sunrise highlight. We made some progress. I always feel like I'm going to move quicker than what I do, but sometimes it's just like you guys start like seeing the piece kind of like gel together. Sometimes that happens quicker. Sometimes it's just slower. Like yeah, it can take its time, and it's okay. Like let the piece take its time. So here I'm just like, since I know I'll be using the Prismacolors, I'm giving myself like opportunities to do paper tricks for like lights and reflections and things like that. I'll let the paper show through for like a excuse me, for like a highlight. But then I may have to like draw that over or rework it multiple times before finalizing it. So that's a little bit of what a lot of these like highlights even are. They're just just ideas of where some of the stuff could be. See, like here, like we want that to be like all white. Like there's a little bit of a beveled edge here. So okay, all right, EK Powders. Happy President's Day.